On your smaller paper for your abstract realism project, you have an opportunity to experiment and make mistakes. So here I've drawn my subject matter and I froze the camera there so that you could see that I am erasing the lines inside my subject matter and then redrawing it. So you want to take your time. Again, you're getting more practice drawing your subject matter so you can get a realistic image on top of your abstract background. The next step is to trace some of your shadow lines with an ultrafine Sharpie. And lastly, we're going to be using a masking fluid or a gum. This one, I believe, is called gum. It will be a bluish or a yellow tint. And you are going to paint over anything that you don't want, any place that you don't want watercolor to go. So I decided to paint over my Sharpie lines, and then of course everyone is going to paint over their object with the masking fluid. Once you have your masking fluid down and it has dried, you will paint the background. I chose to go with an analogous color scheme. It is up to you what watercolor techniques and what color scheme you would like to do your background. And then you may take off the masking fluid. One of the mistakes I made here was just trying to take the masking fluid off too quickly. I should have waited for my paper to dry a little bit more so I wouldn't get fingerprints in my watercolor paint. And I also actually ripped the page a little bit where that apple was. So if you're not really careful taking off the masking fluid, you could potentially rip the page. So take your time with that and definitely throw away any of your masking fluid that you've peeled off and take care of your workspace because it is part of the craftsmanship grade. And I went back to my 3 sketches of my object and took my time really doing a nice job painting my realistic apple and added a little shadow to the bottom, remembering all of the underpainting and color theory techniques that we've learned.